Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is at around 48 cents. So we did see a crazy dump, it seems like, within the past 24 hours because of the Fed, guys, right? And the decision on what they're taking, or the further steps they're taking to stabilize the economy and whatnot. So we're going to be talking about, we have a lot to talk about today, but I'm finally considering on buying XRP after a long time, guys, right? Finally, if we see further dumping with XRP, right? I'm actually thinking of buying more, guys, right? In a while, because I'm very bullish actually. But it's really weird. Why? Because every time XRP reaches major resistance, right, whales attempt to dump Bitcoin to drag it down. I have noticed this as well, guys. It's actually crazy funny. They don't want XRP to break out, and it shows, right? Exactly. So it seems like they're suppressing for a certain moment in time, though. When could that be? When the world is ready, so it seems like. But now, guys, return from part of XRP in the XRP community. Now this is called quite interesting. Check this out from Ian Bins. XRP smothered in red despite massive whale accumulation. Him and Doc's release, right? And then you guys can see the image right there, and connection to Mr. Pool. A lot of blood, guys, right? A bloodbath. But the thing is, it could have been a buy the rumor, sell the news events, right? Which we actually talked about before, to be prepared for any type of scenario. But I don't think the reason why people were dumping because of the him and document release, guys. It was more so because of this right here. From Zero Hedge, Fed pausing while guaranteeing July rate hike. Why? Is Fed buying itself a 30-day insurance policy in case another bank fails, guys? Right? This is absolutely ridiculous. So it seems like the Fed is pausing, right? Which should be bullish, extremely bullish, but at the same time they're not, because they're saying that July we're going to raise it again, guys, right? I'm guessing another 25 basis point rate hike, which is absolutely just ridiculous, right? Everything's flipped on its head. Nothing makes sense anymore, guys. But they could collapse, guys. The thing is, they could collapse it this year, or they could collapse the markets today if they wanted to, but they still choose not to. Why? It seems like this is all a delay tactic, right? Mechanism. Same thing with the Ripple versus C case. It's just odd to me, guys, right? Something seems very fishy. Typically, when you pause, you never go back and hike again. It just doesn't happen. He's trying to buy time to keep shrinking that balance sheet, guys, right? This is all a delay tactic, as we stated before. The same thing is happening with the Ripple versus the C case, right? It's literally the same tactic that they're using, guys. It's that the world isn't ready, so it seems like it just isn't, guys, right? Or not at this point in time. Probably soon, though. Justin, Fed Chair Jerome Powell says it could be a couple years before interest rate cuts. Interesting, we cracked the code, guys. This is actually hilarious. You guys know why? A couple years could be 2024, 2025, right? So here's the game plan. They're going to pause this year, and it's going to be extremely bullish. I mean, they already did, but this is just a temporary pause, guys, right? We need a permanent. But the game plan is quite clear. When they cut rates in 24, 25 is when the markets collapse, right? It's going to be the opposite, because retail investors will buy because they think it's going to be bullish when they start cutting rates. But in fact, it's quite the opposite. When they start to cut rates, the market will be at the collapse point, right? At the climax. This is really fascinating, guys, right? Usually the opposite takes place of whatever retail holders do think. But nearly all participants think further rate changes will be necessary. We are highly attentive to the risks that high inflation poses to both sides of our mandate, and we are strongly committed to returning inflation to our 2% objective. And they weren't kidding, guys. Wow, they actually are, huh? But it's going to go back up again, even if they do go to that 2%. Nearly all committee participants expect it to be appropriate to raise interest rates somewhat further by the end of the year. Wow. So this is exactly why we're seeing a dump, basically, okay? I mean, it's quite clear, guys, what's really happening. But then he stated, wouldn't put too much weight on forecasts even when you're out, right? Interesting. Because he knows that If they keep raising, they're going to collapse it though, so they won't, guys. Maybe just a few more times, it seems like, right? But they can't keep going on forever. The thing is, what if they're just lying, right? What if they don't raise interest rates anymore? Who knows, guys? We'll just have to, I guess time will tell. In terms of the events of March, I mentioned earlier, we'll be carefully monitoring the situation. The reason he stated in March, guys, right, is because, and then he's worried about the macroeconomic implications, right, regarding what action they will take at the July meeting. Now, what they're doing is this right here. In today's FOMC, Jerome Powell accidentally says skip instead of pause, signaling that there is full intention among Federal Reserve members to continue raising interest rates at the next meeting, right? Check this out.
And we'll get to see, we don't know the full extent of the consequences of the banking turmoil that we've seen. It would be early to see those, but we don't know what the extent is. We'll have some more time to see that unfold. I mean, it's just the idea that we're trying to get this right. And this is, if you think of the two things as separate variables, then I think that the skip, I shouldn't call it a skip, the decision makes sense.
Interesting. So worried about the banks and things like that, guys, right? I mean, at the end, I don't know, guys. I do believe I'm absolutely very heavily macro bullish, right? And to back up my words is, if XRP does dump maybe around 40 cents or so, I'm actually going to buy more, right, after a long time. So let's wait and see, guys, to see what happens. But it's both it's better for us, because if it dumps, we buy. If it pumps, we're chilling, right? So, but besides all of that, guys, check this out. This is really odd, because from Mr. Intuitive, testing, emergency broadcast system. Why? Test alert. This is a test of the wireless emergency alert system. This is only a test. For more information, visit New York City .government/notify, guys. Wait, what? Whoa. Eyes wide open, guys. What's even happening, right? A lot of testings with these certain alerts. Why though? Right? Had this been a real emergency, this alert would inform you about what was happening and what you should do to protect yourself. Presidential alerts, guys. Right? So it seems like there's a lot of different testings going around, right? Specifically, New York City. It's odd to me. It seems like that place, it's targeted, guys, for some odd reason, right? But as Mr. Poole did say, to watch out for many other states as well, right? And cities and all sorts of stuff. But pay attention. Major operations impacted by Amazon Web Services outage. You can't make this stuff up. Talking about what? Outages, right? Occurring in real time as well. Guys, what's happening? It seems like it got fixed, but step by step, guys, right? Until one day, a full-blown blackout. Maybe, perhaps. Now, while all that's happening, one does have to ask, what? Just a normal guy on the way to the courthouse don't see this for the Potato Joe. Exactly, guys, right? Trump headed to court for historic arrangements. Look at the security, guys, or all those cars, right? And then it's blocked off right there. But breaking, Donald Trump arrested. The former president has arrived at the courthouse in Miami, as you guys can see right here. And basically, it has been arrested. This marks the second time that Trump has been taken into custody. It appears evident that this arrest may be politically motivated, orchestrated by his opposition, right, guys? Wow. Very fascinating indeed, guys. It seems like the events are accelerating, right? What's really odd, guys, is this right here. While Trump is getting arrested and whatnot, the Bidens collected millions from Ukrainian oligarchs as unregistered foreign lobbyists worked with spy chief of China, attempted to broker a $9 billion deal for Vladimir Putin, engaged in money laundering and tax fraud, and FBI concealed their crimes. Wait, what? So while Trump is getting arrested for his whatever was happening with him, we see with who? The Bidens. Guys, now you guys remember how usually whenever the media backs someone up, it's usually wrong, right? The opposite is actually happening. So they're not backing up Trump, which means he's probably right, but they're backing up Biden, which means he's probably in the wrong, right? Which tells you one thing: one has to go and one has to come and play. Isn't that fascinating, guys, right? Things are accelerating. We are the storm by this picture, but check this out. We are the storm connects with all these images, right? And all those words. But London, the reason why London is very interesting, guys, is because of this tweet from David Schwartz, right? When you check into a hotel room, bring a bottle of water. You can throw it under the bed to see if someone is hiding under there without getting too close. Follow me for more actually useful travel tips, real people use, right? express.co.uk. It seems like he's there, guys, right? Almost time from David Schwartz. He's there to give a talk to all the new Ripple employees joining us from Medico, it seems like, guys, right? Which is fascinating, guys. I wonder if this was filmed, right, or recorded. It does seem like it was. I actually want to see the video, right? Ripple London Medico 2023 connects to 214, which connects to BG Windsor 3, February 14. That heart, right? Interesting center logo. Let's see the logo. Wow, that's literally the Swift logo, isn't it, guys? We're very similar. The connecting of the whole world. Wait a minute, what? I didn't realize that, guys. The background color is choice as well, right? Green colors leads to prosperity. Except the logo is blue, which means an avalanche. Wait, that's quite odd if you ask me, guys, right? Now, it gets even more fascinating because from Racketed, 10 equal X, okay? From Mr. Pool. Where has he been, guys? He hasn't been uploading or posting anything recently. TEN, right? 10 equal X. If we go here, that will connect with what? 10 in Roman numerals is X, right? But check this out though. London Tech Week door X, right? What's going on with number 10 door? Well, from Rishi Sunak, guys, right? Interesting. London Tech Week, the door is X, guys, which is 10, which we just see right here. Isn't that fascinating? Not to mention this picture right here, right? Binary code, zeros and ones connects with what? Ripple Riddler 101. From BG Winter 3, zeros and ones, as well as from Howard Moon. Wow. All the connection making, guys. Right, not to mention Rishi Sunak has his dog as well with the supernova and all sorts of stuff, right? There's a lot of connecting to the Riddlers. But for Merlin XRP, rise and shine on June 13th, right? He literally predicted the release date of the him and docs. Release, June 12th, 2022. He posted this. A day later, 366 days later, the docs got exposed, right? Was released, to say the least, which is crazy. Today was a good day, 614, right? 614, 3 hearts, 214, a heart. Today was a good day, guys. Could something be happening today? I'm not sure, guys. Let's pay attention. Now, the fountain for today's video comes from Bob Cook's the Trump special. We see right here 1322 on 613, right? Literally yesterday, Tucker Carlson posted this. America's principles are at stake. The video length is literally 1322. What? Guys, that's just ridiculous, right? XRP's moon date. What are the chances of that? Actually crazy, guys. There are no coincidences. Let's be prepared. Now, financial advice. But anyways, that's all for your amazingness. See ya.